What's up, Nosferatani?
What's up, Sleepyton?
I am so sleepy.
You were out of your mind exhausted yesterday.
Listen, I'm not still out of my mind exhausted. It's not over. I had to work all fucking day at the tattoo studio, and I had other shit to do earlier, and now I'm doing this.
And yesterday you had to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I set my alarm for 7 and my body woke me up at 6:15.
Ugh.
Disgust. But yeah, you guys, I finally got a new roof yesterday.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Adulting. Hashtag adulting. Yeah, I don't think I talked about it on here, but I did tweet that the roofer guy was really cute. I said, oh, good. The roofer looks like a young Richard Gere. And I went outside in my pajamas and left over Lydia makeup from the Beetlejuice premiere, which is what happened. And I was like, great. Because it's my brother's friend. I'm like, you could have told me he's really fucking handsome so I didn't go outside in my fucking pajamas. So that was then. And then yesterday I like quote tweeted my own tweet and I was like, update, roofer came. Still hot. He got married between that last tweet and this tweet.
I'm just glad that they came at all.
I know, yeah. That was the thing. Yeah, we went on a Wuwpod trip last week, and they were supposed to come. This is why it was so infuriating yesterday, and for the last week, was because they were supposed to come here last week when we were gone. So I didn't even have to do it. I was gonna be like, "Woo, I'm on this trip. I'm in a hotel in Cleveland. I'll come home to a brand new roof." And I'm looking at my security cameras when I'm in Cleveland, and nobody's there. I'm like, and this, you guys, I didn't even get to that yet. I got the trees trimmed last week and they ghosted me too. They were supposed to come on a certain day. They didn't show up. And then I like threatened them and they showed up the next day. And then the roofing company ghosted me. And they did, this is the thing, the tree company did not apologize for ghosting me, and the roof company did apologize. So I calmed down a little bit, but it got me thinking like women, like people who have young daughters right now, and how the world is right now, and how like college doesn't always equal a better job. Listen, you guys, get your daughters into trades, get your daughters into carpentry, into plumbing. Women homeowners are sick of dealing with guys, and they don't like letting strange guys in their house, and women are so much, no offense, Tenny, but
None taken.
I know, but like women are so much better at like communicating. Like these companies will ghost you and they won't even tell you. That was the thing. The roofing company didn't get back to me after they ghosted me until Sunday. And then the roofing company wasn't communicating either. It's like there's no communication, there's no follow through. It's just like random dudes. Like women would have that shit run like the fucking army, bro. Like women need to be carpenters, do whatever work, roofing, plumbing, inside stuff, like whatever.
Here's the thing. I'm going to go to my father, who is mostly psychotic and insane, but
True.
a long time ago told me I was arguing about getting a new sliding glass door. This was before he broke my sliding glass door.
Right.
When I first bought my house. And he said, because I'd been going around and around with a company to do it, and I was talking to this woman, I don't know what her name is now, let's just say Maud. And I was like, I talked to Maud again today, and she told me blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And my dad goes, you know, Maud's been doing all the work. I wish that Maud could just install the door. And then I realized, like, every business you deal with, the women organize and put everything together, then the guys show up, fucking do it wrong, they don't act nice, they don't do it the right way.
Literally.
Just cut out the middle man and just make it all women.
I swear. And then I was thinking too, I'm like, I know that's like kind of a safety thing too. Like you can't have like a woman, especially if they're working by themselves. Like it would be weird to go into a guy's house by yourself. But like, I was like, maybe they could do female companies that like literally will only go to a female's house. Or like if a female is home, I'm like, I don't know if that's legal, but like it should be. At the end of the day, both jobs were done immaculately. And I've already referred them to people. But it's just like, and it was talking about this to other women. Like we were on the group trip and I was talking to people and they were like, yeah, I get hoed by carpenters all the time. Like this, it's like a constant thing and there's no communication and you don't know if they're going to come and you don't know if they're going to do a good job. It's like, I'm like, women don't operate like that. No offense. They don't.
It's been the complaint for decades about taking your car in for repair and the way that mechanics treat women over men.
Yeah. More women mechanics, more women carpenters and plumbers and all of that. We're tree trimmers. Start a tree trimming company. Cause like what? You're going to spend $100,000 on college or you could spend like 20 grand on tools and get somebody's brother to teach you everything. I don't fucking know. It seems like less of an investment and I don't know.
It really depends. I mean, when you learn a trade or a craft, because I've talked about it before, like when I was restoring furniture with my friend Mark, and then the guy next door, John, was a stained glass window guy, and he started teaching me how to do stained glass window, and I was getting really good at it, I thought. And I was like, oh, John, like maybe I'll do stained glass window for a living someday, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, if you really want to do that, it's like you will be under my mentorship for the next 10 years.
Dang, that's another. I've been trying to get one of those out to the house too, and nobody will get back to me on that either. I
Yeah.
wish you did do that. If anybody's listening that does really good at stained glass, get a hold of me because I need something fixed.
Because some of those mentorships and stuff they do, they take decades. Like I think in Michigan, if you want to be a private detective, like you have to take a class, of course, and you have to have, I think, like a BA in something, criminal justice maybe. But then you have to work with and shadow an actual private detective for like 7 years before they'll make you a private detective.
I'm a private detective anyway.
Yeah, I know. Can't I just be professional snooper?
I know I am one.
You are.
I think I said it on here before, but I'll say it again. Listen, there was this guy on Wheel of Fortune once, and I thought he was cute, and I fucking found his socials from his first name on his Wheel of Fortune name tag. I found him, and I still don't understand how I did it. I don't remember how I did it, but I did it.
Super snooper.
I know. I did a good one the other day, too, and now I don't even remember what it was, but I always be, women be lurking.
I watched an interview with Conan O'Brien and Tom Hanks, and from one of their conversations, I figured out where they both live. And
Dang. I've done that, too. I know where I can find out stuff. We're creeps. It's like for safety, though. Like, I need to know, like, oh, yeah, like when you send your friends stuff, like, where was I the other day? I sent Katie my address. I'm like, oh, it was when I went to the secret witch store at somebody's house. I was like, here's where I am in case I die.
yeah.
But anyway, we lost over. We went on a Wuwpod Weekends trip. It was our second Wuwpod Weekends trip. We limit the trips to 20 people so that everybody can like really hang out as a family and be cute and like not be ignored. And we eat food together and we go to cute places together. And they usually have like, we like to do a combination of like a wholesome place and a spooky place and like something else. I don't know. So the trips are very diverse. And yeah, I think we talked about it on the last episode, but we went to the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and Magic on the first night and we did spell bottles there. Everybody got to make a spell bottle. Do you have anything else to say about Buckland?
Stephen was great. Told a very good host at the Buckland Witchcraft Museum. You should go if you don't. I also donated a weird psychic board game to the museum.
Yes, he's very sweet. The gift shop is awesome. They have a lot of good stuff. They have so many. We were talking about how they have so many more items than they did because we went like 3 years ago and he's got like double the stuff now they had then.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this either, but Stephen and I talked, and we're gonna maybe try and put together like what do you call it? Like an opening that's there for like a month or whatever.
Like a exhibition or something.
Yeah, like a month-long exhibition of Gundella.
Oh yeah, cute.
Because I have a bunch of original photos and newspapers and all this stuff from her, and so we thought it might be cute to do like a Gundella exhibition.
That would be amazing. Yeah, and then say the thing about the sign too.
Oh my goodness gracious. One of the Pates brought a sign that she had for years for a witchcraft museum, and she thought this was the perfect time to donate to the Buckland Witchcraft Museum, and she brought it, and it's the original sign from the original Buckland Witchcraft Museum, and Stephen cried.
Yeah, and you said she had it for like 20 years?
Or longer.
Yeah, and it was where, in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she brought it, and then that was the thing. She didn't know when she would ever make it out here, and then randomly she found our podcast, and then randomly we made the podcast trip to the Witchcraft Museum, and she's like, well, I've been meaning to get there, so
and she randomly won a ticket.
Oh, yeah. Not everybody that wanted to go got to go. There was a lottery for the tickets because we only do 20 tickets. So we do it in the Patreon. Yeah, all the stars aligned to get the sign back there.
Wuwpod events are magical.
They are. I know, and then Toad sat there and did magic with us and made spell bottles and walked all over everything that we were doing. But yeah, it was very cute. And then who did we go out? We went out for drinks after that night, briefly. And then the next day we went to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Very cute.
Which I did to other people, but I didn't to you. But that part was your idea. And I wasn't super into it because like, I would say I used to be... In the last few years, I'm not as into shows. I don't really go to concerts that much anymore. But like, obviously, music.
So wait a second. What? It was my idea.
Yeah.
You weren't very into it.
Right.
But man, were you into it.
It was so good. It was so good. I don't know why I didn't think I would have that good of a time. And that place is fucking fire.
It's really good.
It's so good. Even listen, you guys, the second I walked in. The very first thing I laid my eyes on was the real outfit from Outkast's Hey Ya video. And I was like, this place is sick.
And then you wandered right over to the roustabout jacket.
Oh my God. Well, no, before that, there was a Biggie Smalls outfit. There was handwritten Tupac lyrics. Then there was Jerry Lee Lewis's piano. Then there was an Elvis section. And there's a leather jacket hanging there. And in my brain, I go, Roustabout is literally my favorite Elvis movie. I know that's the Roustabout jacket. I know it is. And I get real fucking close to the little card next to it. And it was the Roustabout jacket. And I lost it.
And you even told me afterwards, a few days after we came home, you were like, I can't believe I live that close to the roustabout jacket.
I did. I'm like, I'm only 3 hours away from the roustabout jacket. I can go see it whenever I want to. But it was sick.
That was a good call by me.
It was a great call by you. Listen, you guys, they have the real Thriller jacket there, the real one. They have Eddie Van Halen guitars, like the stripy ones. They had the real Smooth Criminal outfit. They had handwritten lyrics to Love Will Tear Us Apart.
It's crazy what they had.
It's crazy. And it was like, there's no time to breathe. You keep walking. There's like, oh, Jimi Hendrix outfit. Oh, Elton John outfit. Oh, Rolling Stones outfit. Oh, the Beatles. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah. And the thing, being a musician, like for a long portion of my life, not anymore. Now it's a short portion of my life, but being a musician for 10 years, it amazes me that anything from any musician survives.
Yeah, and it was all like flawless and perfect.
I couldn't pull, like right now, handwritten lyrics from a song that I wrote.
I know. There was handwritten Metallica lyrics for Jump in the Fire.
Yeah, crazy.
What the fuck? How do you even know you're now? You don't even know you're gonna be the biggest band in the world by then. That's their first fucking album.
Crazy.
It was crazy, you guys. Every artist you could ever think of. There's a punk section. There was Misfits stuff. It had everything.
Not a big enough punk section for me.
Not a big enough punk section, past, present, or anything. Like they could have more stuff of like the last, and they only had like one Green Day item, like one, and it wasn't even like iconic. I'm like, what?
But yet a whole entire 6th floor dedicated to Bon Jovi.
Listen, you guys, it is the most crazy. I couldn't get over it because it's built in the shape of a pyramid. You go up 6 floors of memorabilia and you're like, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where it's going to end. You don't know how they're going to top the stuff that you've already seen. And you get to the tippy top floor and it's literally all Bon Jovi. The whole top layer is Bon Jovi, playing Bon Jovi in the room, everything they've ever done all over the walls. I'm like, this is such a weird way to end like the history of music. It's fine.
And when I went up there, the song that was playing was the It's My Life song by Bon Jovi. You know that song? It's
yeah,
like,
I had Living on a Prayer when I was in there.
That's what I mean. I wanted, like, just repeat Living on a Prayer over and over again.
Yeah.
Don't give me that weird early 2000s Bon Jovi. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. Like, that's not the Bon Jovi I want.
I mean, they've got worse songs than It's My Life.
Oh my goodness gracious. And I played guitar for some of the Pates because there's a whole floor section of open instruments and they let people play.
I did. That, you guys, is going to be in the Patreon video too that I didn't make yet. So if you want to see Tenny playing guitar in public at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I am rusty. That is what that taught me.
It'll be fine. It's fine. I'm sure it was wonderful.
Rusty.
Whatever. Everybody there's rusty.
And then we had a pizza party where the hotel was horrendous.
I know. Listen, you guys, a lot of hotels don't like when you bring in outside food, and I brought in outside food, but we asked. The night we checked in, I asked, and this guy was like, yeah, you can go to this section right here, and we'll set you up tables and chairs. So then there I go after the Rock Hall of Fame getting what Reddit said was the best pizza in Cleveland, and it was really fucking good. It's called Carmino's.
Pretty good.
Carmino's. Shout out Carmino's in Cleveland. Anyway, so I go and get the food. I start laying it all out, and they literally grimmed us the whole time we were eating. They were like, you need to wrap it up. You need to wrap it up. And I just sat there. I'm like, guess what? I'm already eating. I'm not stopping. Everybody's already eating.
And then we ate. And as soon as we were done, we were like, fuck this bar. We'll take all our money to the other bar that's not in the hotel.
That's true. And then there was very cute, awesome staff at, what was it called? Rising Star Coffee Place at the Hyatt Regency at the arcade in Cleveland. They were awesome. They kept us alive. They had the perfect energy, the perfect vibes, and they were very sweet the whole time we were there.
Oh, and I bought everybody scratch-off tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the Pates won $100.
That was crazy.
That was our big winner. There were other people who won like $5 and $20 and $25, but $100. And it was the first time she had ever done a scratch-off ticket.
I know, that was nuts. the vibes were immaculate for our whole trip. And then on the last day, we went to the house, the real house from A Christmas Story, which is very famous to Cleveland. And they do a little tour and they have a little museum where you can see outfits and artifacts from the movie. And they have a gift shop with the scariest. You guys know those machines that smash pennies wherever you go places. They have the scariest penny smasher machine. In the Christmas Story Museum, it's Ralphie in the bunny suit, but the Ralphie looks deranged.
Yes.
It's crazy. And then we got the best sandwiches at Cleveland Vegan, and we freaked out about the sandwiches all the way home.
Wait a second. I told some of the Pates about this when we were there, and I think I told you. But
What?
many moons ago, I dated this girl for a short period of time, and she invited me to her family's Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the Christmas party. Didn't know anyone but her. I think we'd only been dating for like 3 weeks or something like that.
Yikes.
So super awkward. I just went outside and I was smoking outside the house, and there's this other guy about my age standing out there by himself, and I go, "Hey, how you doing?" And he's like, "Fine." And I go, "You don't have any fun in there?" And he's like, "I hate Christmas." And I was like, "I get it." And I go, "I'm John." And he goes, "I'm Pete." And then he like turned around and just walked inside, and then the woman I was dating comes out and she goes, "Did you meet my cousin?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, he's from A Christmas Story. His name's Peter Billingsley." And I was like, "What?" Like,
Yeah, he's Ralphie.
he was Ralphie and he hated Christmas.
That's so crazy. I would have freaked out.
I mean, it's one of those things because, I don't know, I think I was 17 at the time. And so he would have been 17 too, but you've only ever seen Peter Billingsley as a little boy in A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
You know? And he wasn't trying to make himself look like the little boy in A Christmas Story.
Right. And it's probably one of those situations too where you're literally at a Christmas party and you're like, everybody's gonna know.
Everybody.
This is like the thing I'm known for. Can't get out of here.
Right. Which is why he was probably standing outside.
Right.
Trying to be alone.
And then you bothered him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then later in life, he accepted his fate.
And made another movie, another Christmas Story movie. So then we're driving home. Listen, you guys, we were like talking. We look out the window of my car and there's a guy watering his plants and it looked like a movie. He was like the most attractive guy. He was so attractive, we both stopped talking.
Here's the thing. We were in the middle of a conversation about never wanting to date anyone.
Well, literally, that's what we were talking about.
And we had to stop at a red light. And
both of our heads turned like it was like a fucking a beer commercial where there's like a lady out there on a car. And we both turn our heads like, I literally, we both went silent. And then out of nowhere, I go, who the fuck is that guy?
And I said, he looks just like, and you scream.
I go, okay, Cleveland Joe Manganiello.
And I was like, that's who I was thinking of.
I know. I go, this looks like the episode where Charlotte fucked the gardener on Sex and the City. It was like, fucking crazy.
He's wearing like perfect jeans, a too tight white shirt, muscles
and
busted
a hose,
out.
literally holding a hose. It was so stupid.
By himself, watering like gardenias.
I had perfect like beard, dark hair. He was so attractive. We really should have yelled out the window like, "You're too handsome for this, dude." It would have made his whole day. I just like couldn't react. That guy was way too attractive for Cleveland, Ohio. No offense.
I wonder if it was Joe.
I don't know. It could have been.
Did you look up, see if he lives in Cleveland or has a house there?
I don't believe so. But it was like perfectly manicured yard house, dude. I'm like, this is crazy. But that was funny. But yeah, the trip was sick. It was perfect. It couldn't have went better. Everybody was so happy. We took Polaroids with everybody that they got to take home when we were at the Christmas Story house. And those all came out really cute. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It was really funny. The night of the pizza party, like everybody went to the other bar and we all drank and told stories and were friends and hung out. And then like a lot of people eventually got to a point where they cashed out and went back to their rooms. And I was about to leave. And then like, I think like 3 more Pates came from somewhere else. They went and got tacos and I was still with like a couple Pates and they were like, one last drink. And so like we all went to another bar and we went down to the basement and had like these super craft cocktails that were just amazingly delicious. But then I was out.
That's cute. One more tiny shout out. We went to a very cute oddity store called Cleveland Curiosities and they had really good shit in there.
They had good stuff. Check them out.
Yeah, they were cool. They had like two faced cows. They had a tiger. They had a hyena that Toad was really fond of.
A lot of squirrels.
A lot of squirrels. And they had like local artist stuff like blown glass ghosts and cute coffee mugs that like local people made. So it was very cute. It was a really good vibe.
Very cute, very wholesome.
Very cute, very wholesome.
And then after the oddities shop and driving home and seeing the most beautiful man in Cleveland, you went home. You went home.
R.I.P. us seeing that guy and dying and coming back to life.
You dropped me off in Dundee, Michigan, because I had to do the Old Mill Parafest on Saturday.
Dude, your schedule last week, I was complaining about mine, but your schedule was so dumb and you had a good ass attitude about it the whole time. You really did.
So you dropped me off at the hotel, and then I hung out with some friends, Marley and CJ and Chris and Nicole, and then Terry and Todd, and that was that night. And then I went to bed and woke up at like 9 in the morning, went over to Old Mill Parafest, hung out with the friends again all day long. We all went out to pizza. Then I lectured. Then Nicole and Marley drove me home. And then I fell asleep, and then I woke up and then had to do 10-10-10.
I know. You guys, he does a monthly live stream in our Patreon for all the pates so they can ask him questions and tell him crazy shit. And so, yeah, he did a 3-day Wuwpod trip, a full day Parafest, and then a live show on the next day. Like, what the fuck? And he doesn't do any drugs. So he had no help. He doesn't do the white powders, and he doesn't do the Adderalls. He doesn't do anything.
Coffee and cigarettes.
He did it all by himself.
I will tell you, though, before we go any further, because of the live 10-10-10, I was asked to tell a random Bible story on this episode.
That's really random.
So I'm going to accomplish this before we go any further. Okay. So I know that you, Jessica, you read the Bible all the time.
Literally, I do not.
So I'm going to talk about 2 Kings.
Got it.
2 Kings.
Wait, is this about Toad? Because he's the second king from Bean?
Nope. This is about a guy. This is a story that's in the Bible.
Oh, God.
So this guy is walking to his village, and some kids come up behind him, and they literally start going like, "You don't have no hair. You are a bald guy." And the guy turns around and he goes, "I can't believe you're doing that to me. In the name of God, I curse you." And as soon as he says that, 2 wild bears run out of the forest and rip all the children apart.
Dang! You love this story. You love this story. Oh my God. What? So that's like a lesson not to make fun of other people? Or what's
I don't know. It's a lesson that, first of all, it's not like there were 2 or 3 kids. God sent 2 giant bears. There were 42 little kids.
The bears massacred the whole pack of children.
42 little children.
The Bible is so crazy, bro.
God is so nice. But don't make fun of bald people or he will slaughter children with bears.
I feel like somebody else wrote the whole book, and then this one guy was like, "Let me get one part. Let me get this one part."
There was one bald guy.
Yep, that guy. He's like, you take the day off. I'm going to take this day and
I just got to write this one chapter about making fun of bald people.
Kill a bunch of kids. Me and Katie have been making the joke on Twitter. Well, she has on Twitter because there is a evilly funny part in Terrifier 3 where they kill a bunch of kids. And that's what it's reminding me of. Because I fucking cackled when it happened in the movie because it's so ridiculous. And then I talked to her and she's like, I fucking cackled too. And then she's been posting memes of us cackling about the children.
That's your random Bible story.
So yeah, speaking of crazy movies where they do crazy stuff that you don't expect, you watched The Substance finally.
I did watch The Substance.
And you went, I know you said it was crazy, but it's fucking crazy.
Yes. It's for me.
I know, it fucking rules.
It's a very good film. Everybody in it acts well. The practical effects are amazing. It's good all the way. The story is wild.
Yep, it's so
I love
good. It
Love
is
the
a
world it builds.
Yeah, it's a real treat, you guys, from start to finish. And you said how pretty Demi Moore looked, which she does.
She does. I was also, because you know that I have zero fucks about movies being spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
You spoiled the movie for me because I told you to spoil it for
Well,
me.
part of it, but I didn't tell you about how crazy it gets at the end.
Yeah, you did.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember anything that I say out loud.
Here's the thing, though.
What?
I still wasn't prepared.
I know! I know, no one could be.
No,
It's so good.
I knew it was coming and I still was shocked.
I gotta watch it again. Everybody's gotta watch it. Such a banger. Favorite movie of the year. That and Monkey Man, probably. And Lisa Frankenstein.
It's a good year.
It's a great year. But yeah, so then on Sunday when you did 10 10 10, I literally watched you guys the Penguin, the series on HBO Max with Colin Farrell, who looks unrecognizable. I literally forgot it was him the entire series. It doesn't sound like him, it don't look like him any fucking way. It's an 8-episode series, 1-hour episodes. I watched it in one sitting on Sunday and didn't move all day.
It's good.
It is good. I'm gonna be honest, it's not the best series I've ever seen in my life. People are acting like it's changing the fucking world.
No, it's a very enjoyable new show.
Yeah, it's good. It looks real good. It's easy to follow along. There's an evil girl in it, and she wears really cute clothes and has really crazy eyeliner.
Are you talking about the main? Are you talking about Kristen Milioti?
Yeah.
She's cute even when she's crazy.
She is very cute, even when she's crazy. Listen, the 2 days in a row today on the yesterday that I didn't get enough sleep, it compounded in today, and I've been saying the wrong words all day, yesterday and today. I told you yesterday we went thrifting, and I wanted to say the word parking lot outside, and my brain said fireplace, and fireplace almost came out of my mouth for parking lot.
It almost came out of your head, out of your mouth.
I also can barely talk right now because Toad is roasting me with farts right directly under my, like, where I'm sitting. He's just roasting me. Oh, but anyway, one more thing I wanted to notice is, mention. I meant to say mention and I said notice. One more thing I wanted to mention was in the Penguin, they talk about and show bleeding tooth fungus mushrooms, and we saw those before.
At the Birmingham Cemetery.
Yeah, in the cemetery. And then I looked it up. Well, in the show, they have it where bleeding tooth fungus mushrooms can get you high. So, of course, I Google, I'm like, can bleeding tooth mushrooms really get you high? And it said no, but they've been looking at them to, I guess they have powers. There's a compound in them that can stop blood clots, allegedly, and also they're being looked at to treat Alzheimer's.
Interesting.
I know, isn't that neat?
That is neat. Good work, bleeding tooth fungus.
I know. I want to go see if they're still there.
They wouldn't be there anymore.
You don't think so? Well, it said that they grow on dead pine trees mostly,
Yeah.
and it has to be really wet. They could still be. I don't fucking know.
You know you can rub that white dandelion juice on a cut or a scrape and it'll stop bleeding.
Juice.
In the stem,
Yeah.
that white milk,
Gross.
that's a clotting agent.
I did not know that, actually.
There you go. There's a survival tip of the Wuwpod.
I like it. And then I watched a random movie the other day that I had seen movie people buzzing about. It's a French true crime-ish movie. It kind of it has like Silence of the Lambs energy, kind of. It's called Red Rooms, and it's really good. It was really good. The premise is, I can't think right now, but the loose premise is
Here we go, everybody. Hold on. Buckle in.
a model gets obsessed with a famous like true crime, like public trial, and then she just like goes nuts. Pretty much, but it's really good. It's really tense. Listen, it is. I swear, you guys. It's shot really cool, and it does. I don't know how to describe it, but it was really good. But you can rent it on Amazon. It's like $4 to $6 something, but it was good.
Very in depth.
I don't know how to talk about movies without ruining them, but like basically there's like a killer guy and Canadian courts look crazy. So the whole room is white and he's in a box. So it's awkward. So then it kind of does that thing where like people can come in and watch the trial, right? And then the people who are in the trial are like, why the fuck do these sickos come and watch this trial every day? They're weird. So you get that thing like you get guilt for being into true crime, but then like other weird shit happens.
What's it called?
Red Rooms.
Red Rooms.
It was like filmed in Canada. It's in French.
Ooh la la.
It's really good. It gets really weird. Oh, I saw one more tiny thing I wanted to tell you about. I read that Leonardo DiCaprio is set to produce an authorized biographical documentary on the life of Rod Serling from Twilight Zone with the full blessing of Serling's daughters.
That's great.
I know, isn't that exciting?
I would like to see who he gets to play Rod Serling.
Wait, authorized biographical documentary. So maybe it's not a movie.
Oh,
Yeah. But they could have like reenactments in it.
yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah. And then another weird thing I learned about today was one of my tattoo clients today actually told me about it, and I hadn't heard a goddamn thing about it. But did you know right now I don't know if it started yet, but you can buy tickets for it. Did you know there's you know the movie Insidious, the horror
Yeah.
movie? There's an Insidious live tour happening. It's called Insidious: The Further You Fear Live Experience. I'm going to be honest with you guys, it sounds kind of cringe, but I'm going to tell you about it so you can make fun of it with me or go if you want to. It says, Insidious: The Further You Fear is an all-new thrilling story set in the Insidious universe, hosted as a live show by the real Specs and Tucker, the actual paranormal investigators who inspired the original movie. The event soon takes a turn for the terrifying when a paranormal demonstration goes terribly wrong, dark forces are unleashed, and the horror becomes all too real. Trapped in a genuinely haunted theater with something truly sinister lurking backstage, the audience will find themselves under attack from such iconic characters as blah 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 people in the Insidious movies. But what is real? What's just part of the show? And who or what might be sitting next to you? The house is full. The stage is set. Will you make it through?
So it's an interactive play. They're going to have ghosties and actors in the audience screaming and stuff.
What the fuck is this? I don't think I like it.
No, William Castle used to do stuff like that, like with the Tingler movie.
Oh yeah, that's true. I would like that, but
Yeah, where they put
this
the little.
is not them showing the movie though.
No, but I'm saying like they're doing it, but as a live stage play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds weird to me.
Because I don't know if you know this, but like with the Tingler, when they would put the Tingler underneath the chairs in the theaters, so people would think that there was a Tingler on their chair. Someone in the audience, the theater would also pay someone like $1 to be the first person that screamed, which would set the whole audience off screaming.
Nice.
I think that's pretty cool.
Next Wuwpod trip, I'm going to pay somebody $1 just to start screaming out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm friends with some of the people in Insidious.
The movie?
Yeah, you know.
Who?
Longtime friends. Lynn Shay.
You're not friends with Lynn Shay.
Kinda.
Where is she then? How come I never met her?
Her and her brother Bob, who owns New Line Cinemas. You know.
I know, you told me stories about them before, but...
I used to know their dad, that's all. I went to their dad's birthday party.
Okay, so you know Ralphie from Christmas Story, you know Lynn Shay. Who else? What else are you going to name drop this episode?
I don't know. Let me tell you, I saw Lynn at a horror convention. The first time I saw her at a horror convention, I went up to her and I said, "Hey, Miss Shay, my name is John Tenney. You don't know who I am, but I was at your father Max's birthday party." And then her and I talked about her father for like 45 minutes. It was very nice.
And then she was like, "Security."
Yep, and then I was dragged away. Screaming, "That's my friend!
I know her!
That's my friend!"
I know her! You are on the banned list from the Insidious live show.
No way.
I can't believe I can't believe out of being deep in paranormal and deep in horror, I just have not seen that advertised anywhere.
Yeah.
Crazy to me. I have to be told by a nurse who is a tattoo client of mine. I was embarrassed for myself.
To be honest, in the past week, I've really cut myself off social media.
I know, me too. I know. Well, I'm on Blue Sky more now. Where I'm trying to get away from Twitter because it's a disaster.
Been over there for a year, waiting for people to come on.
Well, I know I've had it since last May, I think was my oldest, but I didn't write on it because nobody was there.
Nobody was there. Everybody was going to go there when Elon Musk bought Twitter, and then nobody did. Nobody
There
went
was
over.
quite literally like 50,000 people on it. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and post for fucking 3 people. Like, nobody would like anything. But now, so many people are joining that's crashing all day long.
Yep. Everybody's unverified. Their names aren't right.
I know, it is
Feeds aren't open.
buggy right now, but it's good. It's way better vibes. There's no ads. There's no bots.
It's better.
It's way better. But anyway, I just wanted to mention another cute thing. I posted, because the world is on fire the last week and will continue to be on fire, but I posted a meme, the meme that goes around of like from Shaun of the Dead, where and it just says, "Go to the Winchester, have a pint, wait for this whole thing to blow over." And then someone tweeted back, "Wuwpod equals the Winchester now, our comfort listening." So I thought that was so cute to call Wuwpod the Winchester. Like that's where people go during zombie apocalypse when they need joy.
Have a pint, listen to Wuwpod, wait till it blows over.
That's exactly it. That's the vibe, guys. That's it. We are your safe space. I hope you like it. We will be on here saying all the crazy things that we can think of, like always. Is that it?
I'm going to say this quickly.
What?
This is targeted at certain pates. Thank you, Pates.
I'm gonna say thanks to Marley too. I got a very nice. Well, we both got very nice packages from Marley, and Toad ripped up 2 of the toys today.
Hey,
Hey.
there was some good stuff in my.
Oh, and
Marley
we
bag.
got a lot of nice stuff from people on the Wuwpod trip. They gave us bags. There was goodie bags for the whole group. There was snacks. I got a Lisa Frankenstein canvas print.
Got a lot of fun things from a lot of fun people. The Pates are very lovely, and they consistently overwhelm me.
I know. Everybody's so sweet. I'm so exhausted, bro. And I have to work again tomorrow at the tattoo shop. It'll be good, though. Today was good. Today was a really good work day.
I will end with saying this
Hmm.
because I've been looking for some pretty decent food lately.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very hungry today.
Mm-hmm.
And I, on my bike, rode myself to a restaurant in the rain.
Uh-huh.
Jessica, have you ever tried this Lebanese restaurant that's got really good garlic with herbs in it?
I fucking told you about this place yesterday. Don't act like you found the place. I found the place.
You did, and I tested out your theory. Wow, is it good?
Wow.
Wow.
New favorite Mediterranean place.
New favorite Mediterranean place. I got a falafel sandwich. I got hummus. I got the white garlic with the herbs in it. They gave me a shit ton of bread.
Mm-hmm.
And I got lentil soup, and it was all fucking delicious.
I know. Insane. I don't know when it opened. Listen, you guys, if you live around or don't live around and you want to make a drive, it's called, I think this is how you say it, Lasage. Lasaj Lebanese Bistro. Holy shit. I got it on DoorDash and it was so fucking good. And I was like, Tenny, you gotta go to this Mediterranean place. I didn't know you were gonna go that fast.
Well, you know, here's the other great thing that I did because sometimes my brain isn't as fucked up as I think it is. I got myself a falafel sandwich to take home. So I had 2 falafel sandwiches. So I have one for tomorrow.
Yum. I got Taco Bell today and it was good. Fine. I started to say good and then I moved it to fine.
It's fine. You got to try the lentil soup the next time you go there.
I almost got it and I didn't get it.
It's so good.
All right, I'm gonna get
It was the most satisfying meal, literally, that I've had in months.
I know. I told you. Like when I was blown away.
I lost my mind with that white garlic sauce.
I know. I ate it for days. I wanted to like put it on regular bread too, not just the pita bread. I'm like, I want to make garlic bread from this sauce.
I'm not saying I didn't eat just a teaspoon of it because I did.
So good. I'm so glad we have a new place. But you just lied because you forgot about Cleveland Vegan was so fucking good.
Oh my God, they had, that's at the end of the Wuwpod because we're just talking about food.
We're just talking about food.
Fucking, I had a Reuben from there and it was great.
You had a patty
Oh,
melt.
excuse me, a patty melt. Jesus Christ, my brain is failing.
Make fun of me.
I can't remember what I ate. You can't remember what words to say.
I cannot remember words. I was doing it at work too, and I was trying to talk to those clients today. I kept fucking up what I was saying. I need sleep. I need rest. I need sleep. But I do feel like we've been saying for a long time, we've been going and going and going and haven't had a break. And this is we get a tiny break. So I'm going to take a break.
Gonna take a break too.
Got anything to say, Toad? He's sitting so silly right now. He's sitting on the back of the couch like a cat. He looks real weird. I wish you could all see it right now, but you cannot.
All right, good talk.
I love you guys out there. Thank you for being positive and cute and sweet, and keep fighting the good fight.
I love you all too, more than you know. Stay strong.
Bye, Toad.
Stay weird. Stay lovely. Stay creative. Draw a squiggly googly monster.
You're so sweet.
Okay, stop talking to the dog. I'm
telling
done.
me sweet, because he is.
Okay.
Thanks for being my friend.
Thanks for being
You
my
have to
friend.
do the Hyrax noise. I'll do the Enfield voice and go,
Okay, bye.
Okay,
bye. Bye.
bye, Toad. Toad doesn't like when I do that voice. He looked at me scary. Sorry, Toad.